Europe's biodiversity is in long-term decline, but protecting nature costs money. Europe needs about €48 billion a year for biodiversity, roughly a quarter of Hungary's annual GDP, and public budgets alone cannot cover it. Traditional grants are important, but they're not enough. The challenge is that many nature projects look risky to investors. They can have long payback periods, uncertain income, and complex business models. That is why the Natural Capital Financing Facility, or NCFF, was created by the European Investment Bank and the European Commission. It was a 7-year pilot designed to test whether nature-based projects and nature-based solutions could use repayable finance. The framework offered €100 million from the EIB for project financing, €10 million for technical assistance from the European Commission, combined with a €50 million EU guarantee to cover project risk. Money reached projects through 3 channels: direct loans for larger projects, intermediated loans through local banks for smaller ones, and equity investments in nature-focused funds. The NCFF supported 4 types of projects: payments for ecosystem services, green infrastructure, biodiversity offsets, and pro-biodiversity businesses. In each case, the goal was the same: to turn nature benefits into financial value. One example was Rewilding Europe Capital. NCFF finance was channeled into smaller loans for rural nature-based businesses, supporting peatland restoration in Finland, forest rewilding in Portugal, and habitat recovery across Natura 2000 sites. Another example was the Alzette Petrus River restoration in Luxembourg. A €9 million loan helped restore urban rivers, reduce flood risk, reconnect habitats, and lower future public costs. By the end of 2021, the NCFF had signed 9 operations, meeting its original target. On paper, the pilot worked, but scale was the problem. The facility financed €82 million over 7 years, which was only around 2/3 of the framework's initial €125 million target. And this amount was also very small compared with Europe's annual biodiversity funding needs. So to wrap it up, small projects need aggregation, technical assistance is essential, and regulation helps create markets for biodiversity, ecosystem services, and green infrastructure. The NCFF did not close the biodiversity finance gap. It supported nature-based solutions and helped prove that repayable finance could work for nature, but we still need to work on scaling the funding solution.